Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another episode of CNE TV Interview Session, a program where we invite innovators, stakeholders, influencers in the blockchain, fintech, and cryptocurrency ecosystem. So it's a beautiful afternoon here in Lagos State, Nigeria. So today we're going to be talking about digital innovation, the way forward. And I have an amazing guest with us who's going to be dissecting this particular topic. I have with me the CEO, Aquachain, in the person of Waqas Nakhwa. Waqas, you're welcome to CNE TV.
Hello, thank you. Thank you. It's my pleasure for inviting me and look forward for this session. Thank you very much.
Thank you for joining us today. I know you're a very busy personality. Thank you for bringing in our time to joining us today. So how is UAE today?
Oh, well, it's good. We are moving from the summers to the winter season, so it's a pleasant weather season. And yes, we're having a good time here. Thank you.
Okay, that's very great. We'll be looking at digital innovation the way forward. But before we go straight to that particular topic, we'll go for a short break. When we return, we'll proceed. We'll be right back.
All right.
CNETV, the first and leading 24/7 live broadcasting blockchain, cryptocurrency, and fintech TV application. On our mobile app, you have access to our latest news updates ranging from esports, fintech, iGaming, blockchain, cryptocurrency, and artificial intelligence. We bring to you interviews, analyses, cryptocurrencies, market reviews, and live events. Download our app today from your iOS or Google Play Store or on our website at cnetv.io. CNETV, objective.
It's still CNE TV interview session. So, Waqas, let's start this way. I would like to get a brief about yourself and your background before we start with some of the questions I have here.
Sure. So my name is Waqas Nakhwa, as you all know. I'm the founder and CEO of Akar Chain. Akar Chain is the 100% subsidiary of a blockchain development establishment called a Smart Chain. And we initially, since last 2 years, have been working on with Akar Chain as a product and looking forward for going into the market strategy as well. We've been working very closely with number of organizations. We've got some few partnerships signed up as well. Our focus is actually to provide a real world use case using the blockchain technology in the real estate sector. So tokenizing of real estate properties is our core prime focus, and that's what we've actually established to go ahead and do that. So our product Akarchin has been live. We've launched the product on at GITEX 2021 in Dubai, and yes, we're right now very happy that we've actually succeeded in going live with one of our flagship products.
When you're talking about digital innovation, what is this all about? How, from your own understanding, I know you have a lot of in place. How would you explain digital innovation?
Okay. See, digital innovation has, innovation has been existing since ages, and people have been innovating in different ideas and different scope and different sectors as well. Digitally now, today, the world has moved towards a sector where people are trying to get innovations in a lot of digital in the digital trend. We've moved from real media to online media. We've moved from physical papers to online newspapers. We've moved from radios to TVs, and then from internet has been the most drastic innovation in terms of digital innovation. And anything that now happens is everyone is trying to focus on creating a digital environment. Local shops have moved to e-commerce. E-commerce has been the most enabler, the most highest enabler in terms of digital innovation. So overall, people have actually moved from going physical to actually on the digital aspect, and a lot of industries have actually then have created innovations in the digital sector. Today, we are at a stage where now we are moving from not only digital innovation, but we are actually getting emerging technologies into the digital innovation. When I say emerging technologies, I'm talking about blockchain, artificial intelligence, machine learning, IoT. These are the emerging technologies that we are actually moving ahead and getting digital innovation into.
Your background, I was able to check your background. You are an experienced professional with demonstrated history of working in the internet history. How would you
Yes.
say the kind of innovation, we're talking about digital innovation. What would you say about the kind of innovation or the kind of transformation blockchain is bringing on board when it comes to digital innovation?
So one of the most prime aspects which blockchain is bringing in terms of digital innovation is transparency, and also it brings in the most important trust factor with the consensus protocol that the blockchain brings into, and eliminating middlemen. So we are now moving more towards on the P2P segment, where transactions are happening directly between peer to peer, and blockchain has actually enabled us and has made it possible for us to actually do that. So if you've actually seen in the past, when even when we've talked about a lot of digital innovation and digital trends in the existing business market, there has been a lot of back-end infrastructure that has always been constant. There has been a lot of intermediaries that have always collaborated in terms of creating one particular sector. But now today with blockchain, we have now come to a stage where it is evident that you can actually create a peer-to-peer transaction between two parties without having any intermediaries, and this actually can actually be stored on the blockchain. So in real use case, blockchain is now the most efficient technology that is available for many industries and use cases coming forward now.
Session. Right about now, we'll go for a short break. When we return, we'll continue with the interview. We'll be right back. The CNETV interview session with our amazing guest, Waqas. We're talking about digital innovation, the way forward. Okay, Ohao, you are the CEO of Aqua Chain. In what way is Aqua Chain making contributions? We're talking about digital innovation. How is it bringing something on board?
Okay, so
Hello,
our
can you
prime
hear me?
objective. Yes, I can hear you.
Okay, go ahead, please.
So our prime objective right now is to actually digitize the real estate industry. Now, when I say digitize the real estate industry, is because primarily, if you actually go ahead and see in focus, this is the only industry where digital innovation has not penetrated to its full. So when I say digitization has not penetrated to its full, is mean that real estate transactions take longer time to execute. And it's not peer-to-peer transactions. You need to have a lot of people, intermediaries involved in real estate transactions. Like you require lawyers, brokers, bankers, agents, real estate developers, buyers, consumers. So I think there's a lot of people that is involved in terms of a real estate transaction. The only thing that is digital that you have right now in terms of digitizing in real estate is the mobile applications or listing platforms that are available across the globe, and they only provide listings. But when you actually talk about the real digitization, that's not happening. So the more important aspect right now is for the governments to move the land records and the title deeds of the properties on the blockchain. So that is something that could be digitized. And for us, Akar chain, we can exploit those digital land records and create a blockchain, using blockchain, create the infrastructure of executing smart contracts uh, for the transactions. So our aim right now is to digitize as much as possible of the whole real estate structure. So what we've done is we've moved from conventional real estate transactions to digital transactions, where we've enabled smart contracts, where people can actually execute a contract, execute the ownership through an NFT. And NFT is basically the proof of ownership of the digital asset. So we basically created the digital asset of the real prime real estate asset. And this digital asset is then further fractionalized. The NFT is further fractionalized into fractional tokens. And then uh, uh, people are able to invest into real estate just on a click of a button. So that's the kind of digital innovation that we brought through our chain.
Interesting. A lot of digital innovation, like you rightly said, is ongoing in other sectors, not really much when it comes to our real estate sector. That's an amazing innovation that Aquachain is bringing in that particular sector. So right about now, I have one question for you. We are talking about digital innovation. How do you see the future of digital innovation? We've seen a lot of different technologies are coming up. You talk about blockchain, AI, robotics. How do you see the future of digital innovation? Hello?
I'm sorry, I lost you in between. Can you repeat the question again, please?
I'm trying to say, how do you see the future of digital innovation?
Okay. So the future of digital innovation, I see right now is that, with the inception of blockchain technologies and crypto assets, digital assets, everything moving across, social media coming into picture, influencer marketing coming into picture. I mean, we've now all moved from physical world to the digital world. Now the metaverse coming into play. You're having a lot of gaming infrastructures, gaming architectures coming on the metaverse. Facebook right now actually moving towards the metaverse direction as well. So I think in terms of the digital innovation, we are seeing a lot of things happening. Sorry. And I think the next 2 years are very prominent and very important for us to see where the world goes. And I think we are going to see a lot of digital innovation coming in from the big players like Facebook, Google, Microsoft, Hotmail, all these, Yahoo, all these big companies actually, who are already pioneers of digital innovation, uh, create products using emerging technologies and using machine learning and artificial intelligence. We are going to see a vast of big trend. So I think this is the next revolution that is coming in. So the next 2 to 5 years, we are going to see very fast growth in terms of digital adoption and innovation.
Very much. It has really been an amazing session with you, Waqas, the CEO of Aquachain. It's very interesting discussion that we really had there on the topic, digital innovation, the way forward. Thank you very much, Waqas, for joining us today on CNTV interview session.
Thank you. Thank you for having me. It was a pleasure. Wonderful chatting with you. Thank you very much.